Swadika, welcome to the Nation Newsroom. I'm Onravee Tangmeesang.
And I'm Wannapa Khaopa. Today, the teenager involved in a tollway car accident surrendered to police, and the Public Health Ministry plans to raise the legal age for buying cigarettes.
And we also have the special interview with Tulsathit Tuptim, the editor of the Nation newspaper, and he will talk about Thai politics in 2011.
You know what? It's election year.
The teenager allegedly involved in a horror tollway tragedy surrendered to police on Wednesday as promised before being sent to a juvenile center. She arrived at the Metropolitan Police Bureau with her mother and lawyer. Her name is being withheld because she is a minor. Initially, she planned to surrender at Vipavadi police station, but the venue was changed reportedly because it was too small to handle the expected number of media. The teen was allegedly involved in a fatal accident on the night of December the 27th, when her car is said to have hit a public van on the Vipavadi-Rangsit tollway. The accident killed 8 passengers traveling in the van at the scene. A 9th passenger later succumbed to her injuries in hospital. Some of the victims who were flung out of the van by the impact of the crash were seen hanging from a pedestrian flyover, while other bodies were recovered from a canal adjacent to nearby Tulsathit University. She told reporters after testifying that she was very sorry for what happened that night. She also insisted it was an accident. The teenager was accompanied by her mother to meet police investigators at the Metropolitan Police Head Office at 9:20 a.m. She was whisked away to the second floor to avoid the army of reporters and photographers who waited for her in front of the building. Deputy Police Commissioner, Police Major General Amnoi Nimano says the girl was charged with reckless driving, causing death, injuries and property damage, and driving without a license. It is believed the girl's sedan brushed the van, which skidded and overturned, resulting in 9 deaths and 6 injuries. An unconfirmed report claimed that the girl, who just had returned home from the U.S., holds a U.S. driving license. After the accident, she gave a telephone interview to a news program, saying that she wished to apologize to other victims, the injured and their families. She says the accident would not have happened had she not been speeding. The Public Health Ministry plans to raise the legal age for buying cigarettes from 18 to 20 years old. The decision was reached during the meeting of the National Cigarettes Control Committee on Wednesday. The meeting was chaired by Public Health Minister Jurin Laksanavisit. The move was seen as the toughest measure so far to discourage smoking among youth. The meeting also came up with several tough measures to control smoking. Jurin says, among other things, cigarette vending machines and online vending will be banned. Vendors will not be allowed to divide up the cigarette pack and sell by counting the cigarettes. Manufacturers will not be allowed to reduce the prices for marketing campaigns. Jurin adds that his ministry would also amend its directive to require manufacturers to change cigarette papers. The new paper type will make the cigarettes automatically put out if smokers do not smoke the cigarette for a period of time. Jurin says Thailand will be the first country that requires cigarettes to use the new safety paper. This kind of paper will prevent the problem of second-hand smoking and fires caused by cigarettes left burning. He says the ministry will also amend its directive to prohibit manufacturers from mixing any substance into their cigarettes.
So many things happened last year in Thailand, including the rally of the United Front for Democracy Against Dictatorship, the confrontation between the racial protesters and the troops causing deaths and injuries, and also the burning down of several shopping centers and much more. Here with us today, Tulsathit Tuptim, the editor of the Nation newspaper, to talk about the prediction of the Thai politics in 2011. Thank you for joining me today, Tulsathit. So, in your view, what is going to happen this year in Thailand, in Thai politics?
After all that you have just said, we expect this year to be relatively normal, relatively quiet, because you know what? It's election year this year. We don't think the red-shirt people and the Pheu Thai party will want any political trouble again this year, because violence would only delay the election, which they don't want that to happen. And also the Democrat Party, the ruling party, even though they want to delay the election in order to hold on to power, they will not be able to do much. There's nothing much they can do to delay the election. So whatever happens this year, an election will happen.
So when do you think the election is going to be?
Well, on that we have to look through the political calendar this year. Parliament will be reopened, and the first thing they have to do, we expect the opposition Pheu Thai party to lodge a no confidence motion against the government. After that, we believe that a central debate will take place in February.
So, do you think who will win the next general election?
First, the central debate first, and after that, we expect the government to very comfortably survive that central debate. And then we have a charter amendment to be worried about. That would take the whole March, the whole month of March. And after that, we are assuming that no problem happens on the charter amendment. The Prime Minister can dissolve Parliament in April, which means that an election can take place in about June at the earliest.
So, if the Democrat Party wins, do you think that the red-shirt protesters are going to come out on the streets again?
Oh no, they will not be able to do that. Their only ammunition against the Democrat Party this year is the lack of legitimacy of the Democrat Party. They accuse the Prime Minister of coming to power without support of the people. So if the Democrat Party wins the election this year, it will be all over. The Kun Apisit will regain legitimacy, and there would be nothing much that the Pheu Thai party or the red shirt can do about it.
Okay, thank you for joining me today, Tulsathit. ขอบคุณค่ะ
That's all for now. Thank you for watching our program.
And please stay tuned with us Monday through Friday at 10 p.m. on Nation Channel. Good night.
สวัสดีค่ะ